Hello bros and welcome to SVXO, Bro for Production, and next part, Sakura Succubus 2. So, before we jump in to where we left off last time, I was gonna have to say this. It's before 6 o'clock in the morning and I've already done 3 episodes so far. So it's pretty interesting how early I actually get up in the morning. But let's jump into where we left off last time. We crashed into Cosmo after getting up a little too fast from the bench. Oof. Yeah. I smack into something very soft and squishy, like 2 loaves of freshly baked bread. Hiroki. It looks like I'm pressed up against Cosmos with nary an inch of space between us. I must be bumped into her, and by the sound of it, it was with some degree of strength. Are you alright? I didn't hurt you, did I? No, I'm fine. You sure? My chest absorbed most of the impact. They're kind of like airbags, you see. That's not true. Not in any case. I heard that if a girl gets punched pretty hard in the breast, it hurts nearly as much as being kicked in the balls does. But I'm pretty sure that's not true. A girl doesn't know. Right. I don't know if that's a mental image I really needed, but I'm glad everything seems to be okay. I hate to give my cute girlfriend any bumps or bruises, even accidentally. Thank you for being so considerate, though. You truly are the best boyfriend a girl could have. With a cute girlish giggle, Cosmo's not so closer to me. I was gonna position my legs in a better pose to sit here. Yeah. She smells pretty good and she feels good too. Though her embrace was a rather sudden nature, I might be enjoying this a bit too much. I should probably put a stop to this before they get too out of hand. I love you too, but could you give me a bit of air? If anybody sees us out here, we might get in trouble. Oh yes, you're quite right. I'm sorry. I was so happy to see you, I simply couldn't help myself. Perhaps I acted a bit too forward. Cosmo takes a step back, smiling shyly. When I'm with you, I sometimes forget that I'm a succubus. I was drawn to you because of your unique scent, which is like honey to us succubi. But you treat me with much more kindness than anybody else has. When we're together, I feel like I really am your girlfriend. My face starts to turn red when my heart flutters in my chest and I get all excited, and then, well, Costa smiles and takes a rueful thing. I forget myself. We succubi aren't humans, though. We may look human, we are a lot stronger than your kind. If I started clinging to you, I could have hurt you. And if that happened, I never would have forgiven myself. And I bet Marina and I would never forgive me either. They love you a lot, too. I'm not so sure about that. I know Marina and Ayu are fond of me, however much Ayu tries to pretend otherwise, but I don't know if they love me in the traditional sense. Marina seems to like me as a pet, whereas Ayu, well, who knows what's going on with that girl. She is so tempestuous and flighty, and I doubt she fully understands her own feelings. Hey Hiroki. Cosmo peers at me. Are you alright? You looked deep in that thought and about something. Yeah, kind of, I guess. Is it about work? Yeah, it is. How'd you know? I was walking through the garden taking some pretty photographs. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy to say a word when you're reading. Of course she was. Being a rapid pound star with millions of followers, Cosmos takes photos of almost everything. She's even crazier about photography than I am. Hold on a moment. What was you going over there for? That's the first time my cat ever gone over there. My cat has spots he prefer to be in my apartment, and he never been over to that spot. So I do wonder, did he see something like a mouse or something? Let's see where my cat is. Well, at least let's continue reading. When I saw you sitting on this bench, you were looking at your phone, and your bro was Crest. That's a look you always wear when your boss messages you, so I figured it was work-related. Phew. Oh, so. That's some good guesswork. You're like a regular detective. No, I'm not. I'm not smart enough. And who told you that? The rest of my sisters say I'm stupid, Ayu in particular. I think she has a point. I'm slow, it's hard for me to learn new things. I could never memorize dance steps like Ayu or work. In business like Marina, I'm not clever at all. But you figured out how I was feeling, and that was wrong with me or from a glance. You might disagree with me, but I think you're pretty clever. It's not. I can tell how you feel because we spend a lot of time together. It's because I'm your girlfriend. I used to be bad at understanding emotions too. I always said I had trouble reading the atmosphere, whatever that is. I thought maybe I was a defective succubus. I didn't understand humans or myself. I didn't know what my purpose was. But I think I've gotten better at all this after being with you. You helped me understand nice feelings like love and happiness, but also dark negative feelings like jealousy and loneliness. I never really experienced those things until now. It's all new for me, but Cosmo pressed a hand against her breast just above her heart. I cherish each and every one of them. Thank you, Hiroka, for helping me. You have done more for me than you can imagine. So if possible, I would like to lend an ear for your worries too. I want to be with you if you don't mind. Cosmo looks so utterly adorable, my heart lurches. She's so sweet and it should be illegal. Cosmos. Yes, Hiroki? You do more than enough for me already. But don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I have Marina and Ayu, and you too. You're all very precious to me. I caught Cosmo's cheek in my hand and dipped my head. My lips meet hers for a brief gentle kiss, which she sighs into. Hiroki. She smiles tremendously. I love you. And I love you too. I love you loads. How much is loads exactly? I can't quantify it. You can try. Numbers make things easier to understand. Well, emotions don't really work like that. They're not always logical, but let's see. I love you more than there are stars in space. How's that? Oh, you. Cosmo shakes her head. I don't think she entirely believes this bold claim, but she smiles on her lips still doesn't waver. There actually is a maximum number there can be. So, well, stars in space pretty much reaches that. And space is very big, so there are more stars than actually can be ever counted. That can't be true. There are billions and billions and billions of stars in space. I doubt any human has the ability to love anybody that much. You're flattering me. Of course I am, but there's a problem with that. I'm your boyfriend after all. Hiroki. Thank you. I think my cat is on my chair. can't move the shadow. Cosmo winds her arms around mine and I escort her to the bench where I sat before. We both sink down upon it, Cosmo shivering as the cold stone presses against her bare tights. Cosmo lets her head fall against my shoulder. A few loose strands of her cyan hair tickle my nose. She is so close to me, I can smell her shampoo. It's very sweet, like strawberries. Everything about Cosmo is sweet. It's no wonder she is so popular. She has a huge amount of male fans, so we have to be careful when we're together. If anybody knew I was dating Cosmo, my life wouldn't be worth living. Back in Tokyo, the two of us had a very careful whenever we went out on dates. But now we're in the countryside, we can't afford to throw caution to the wind. It's nice to sit with Cosmo alone and enjoy the moment. I know I won't get a chance to do this when I leave the Ryuk, and I need to make the most of my time while I can. Hiroki. Cosmo looks at me, her heart-shaped face tilted askance. Are you still thinking about work? You got me, sorry about that. I know I came here to unwind, but it's harder than it seems. It's alright, I understand. I'm finding it hard to relax too. You are? Cosmo shifts on the bench, perhaps trying to get more comfy. She nuzzles her cheek against my shoulders and sides. Since I'm an internet celebrity, I always have to work. I can never take any time away, or my fans will get restless. I want to relax too, and I spend time with you. But I have to upload new photographs to my Rapipond account every day. That's why I've been taking a lot of pictures. I appreciative of my fans, of course. It's because of them that I'm able to continue manifesting in the human world. Without their love and support, I wouldn't have the strength to keep going. But they can be quite demanding. It's hard satisfying the expectation of all these people. Sometimes I think it would be easier to give all the fame up. I never really wanted to be famous anyway. But if I did, I wouldn't be able to stay in the human realm, and I wouldn't be able to spend time with you. It's a dilemma. Man, that sounds hard. I never knew that you had it so rough. I thought egos had pretty cushy lives, all things considered, but I suppose even that they have worries. I can tell Cosmo is giving her job her all. She wants to satisfy all of her fans. But she has over 1 million of them. In that sense, it's almost like she has over 1 million bosses. They are pulling her different directions, demanding new content on the daily, and Cosmo is doing her best to make them happy. But it's not possible to satisfy everyone. Well, do your best. Hang in there. I pull Cosmo's slender body a little closer to mine and wind an arm about her shoulder. I don't know if I can help in a practical sense, but I'm always here to listen. I do my best to ease your stress however I can. I don't want you making yourself sick. You will take good care of yourself, won't you? Cosmo is so spaced out, she actually the kind of person who might forget to eat or clean up her house without a bit of prompting. I do my best. But if I fail on the score, would you mind looking after me? Well, I'm the kind of person that always looks after a girl if I can. Even if she can take care of herself, I always look after her. Of course, I look after you. I don't mind a bit. In fact, it would be my pleasure. I kiss Cosmos again and she sighs against my mouth. Our tongue will brush together and I taste her saliva. It's very sweet, just like the rest of Cosmos. Still, I draw my lips away from Cosmo and smiles sheepishly. I'm sure a lot of people be surprised to know that Succubus have so many concerns. I guess we all have to work to make a living in this world, huh? That's right. We might be different species, but we're not so very dissimilar. Some Succubus look down on humans. They treat them like lesser beings, our princess included. But I think those Succubus are wrong. You humans are important too. You don't have the powers we do, but you're all working to make ends meet. I like how tenacious you are. It's admirable. And I think you're admirable too. You might be having a hard time with work, but don't give up. I believe in you, Hiroki. Thanks. I do my best to believe in me too. I was feeling kind of down after receiving that message from my boss, but this conversation with Cosmo has helped flip my negative feelings around. She's a succubus and I'm a human, but we're both doing our best to achieve our goals. In the past I stressed over my job on my own and I didn't have a girlfriend or any close friends to confide in. But now I have Cosmos, Ayu and Marina. I'm not alone. A lot of people are cheering me on and I don't want to let them down. And Hiroki, one more thing. What is it? Well, I don't want you to think I'm jealous or anything, that isn't it. You might be my boyfriend, but I don't mind having an open relationship. And I know Marina and I love you and I don't want you to tear you apart from them. They're my sisters too, though we're not related by blood and I also love them. I would be happy if we could all be happy together, but Ayu is right. You should be wary of Hifumi. She's more aggressive than she looks. If you give her a chance, she'll make a move on you. Don't let your guard down, or it could end up her slave. Would Hifumi really try to do something like that? She seems so nice. She might seem nice, but looks can be deceiving. You should be careful, Hiroki. With that woman around, you might be in danger. Don't be taken in by her sweet facade. You have to keep in mind that she's an actress. And she's much better at hiding her true intentions than are you. Despite Cosmo's warning, the rest of my day passes without event. I don't see Hifumi for the whole evening. If Hifumi does want to take me her slave, she sure is playing the long game. Doesn't she really want that though? It seems out of character coming from such a mild-mannered woman. Well, I would always like challenges. And I would definitely do all I can to turn the table if she actually does make a move. I usually like that. It's so fun when I actually manage to. And I don't think a Succubus would be an exception. I can't imagine Hifumi playing the role of a dominatrix. The role is far better suited for Marina. Well, whether Hifumi has a dark side or not, it seems my time at the Ryokan will be more interesting than I anticipated. The following day passes quite like the previous one. I'm roused by the smell of Hifumi's wonderful cooking and eat a delicious breakfast prepared by her hands. Then I go for a walk, not in the Ryokan garden this time, but in the sprawling countryside around it. I take photographs at my leisure using my phone and idle away the hours among the embrace of nature. Getting out in the city sure is relaxing. The air is nice and clean and the sky is so blue. The weather has been great throughout my stay and I only hope it holds up. In a few days I have to go back to Tokyo. I doubt I'll see Hifumi again after that. If she doesn't want to make me her, she'll have to make a start of her nefarious plans. But I can't see that happening anytime soon. Why are you and Cosmo paranoid? Being the youngest of their Succubus clan, it makes sense that they feel threatened by an older, beautiful, more experienced Succubus. I guess they don't know Hifumi as well as they know Marina, so they're on their guard. Marina, for her part, seems pretty close to Hifumi. Should they make any unpleasant insinuations about her character, it really is a mystery. That night I decided to go for a dip in the hot springs. The water of the springs is nothing sort of luxurious, and I'm sure it helped me clear my head. I make my way to the changing rooms, my wooden sandals clanging against the tatami mat hallway. When I arrive, I strip off my clothes and wrap my towel around my waist, and I set off for the private mixed-gender hot springs that Marina booked for us. This hot spring is a secluded one, located a brief walk away from the male and the female baths. It's a pleasant spot. The springs are lined with damp rocks, the air thick with them. The water itself is clear and crystalline. I can see the moon reflect in the surface and all the stars. A cool breeze tugs at the tin towel and I shiver. Alright, that's enough. Admire the scenery. If I don't step into the water, I catch a cold. I reach for the towel around my waist, ready to relinquish it. Oh my, I thought they would be alone here. Who is it? A tingling bell-like voice makes me grip my towel in tight about me. There's somebody else in the spring. Judging by the tone of voice, it's a woman. Who is it? The voice does sound familiar, but I'm in such a panicked state I can't think of who it might be. I'm a man at night intruding upon a young woman, and we're all alone. This is a sexual harassment charge in the making. I could say it's an accident, but who would believe me? I'm in hot water here, though not literally, not yet. I'm very sorry. I bow deeply, not that the mysterious woman can see me. I'm clutch my towel a bit tighter. If it was I or Cosmo or Marina in the hot spring, I wouldn't care about my nakedness, but I don't want to strip off in front of a complete stranger. I should probably get going fast before I get accused of any suspect. But I'm not the one in fault here. This is a private hot spring. Marina booked it specifically for the four of us. There shouldn't be anybody else here. Who is the mysterious person bathing in the springs? If only this time wasn't so thick, I might be able to see them better. As it is, all I can make out is a vague outline. I can see the curves of a smooth back with white as porcelain and long black tresses. Could it be? That voice which apologized just now, I believe it belongs to a man. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is quite a conundrum. Has a brigand come to steal my virtue? That would be quite unfortunate. Please, I beg of you, if you wish to have your way with me, do so quickly, and do not prolong the torturous process. Now that is the person this person habbling about. No, you got to be the wrong ID. I haven't come to take advantage of you or anything. I don't even know who you are. I thought this bath would be empty, I swear. This is all a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? The woman blinks through the fog at me. So you do not wish to embrace me? No, that's the last thing I want. I'm not a criminal. Oh, I see. Now that is a pity. How is it a pity? Shouldn't you be relieved? You were the one crying out about your chastity just now. But of course, women must be modest about their kinds of thing. It wouldn't do to cry, "Take me, please," to the first intruder that comes along. But engaging in a tryst beneath the light of the moon with a mysterious assailant does sound somewhat romantic. It's like something from a novel. I have a sight. Who is me? I'm so disappointed. I went to all the effort coming here to this private hot spring where nobody might overhear our moans of passion. So she does know she's intruding. Was this calculated from the very beginning? I think we all know that it's Hifumi. Yet you do not even wish to take advantage of this situation. What sort of man are you? Am I not attractive enough to light the tinder of desire within your breast? I can't really say. You're so steamy I can't see your face. And I cannot see yours. Step forth, please, so that I may see you more clearly. I would like to know with what gentleman I am conversing. Who would turn me down? I don't think that's a good idea. I turn ready to leave, but then a cool gust of wind blows. I shake the leaves of the trees and the perilous short towel that wound around my waist. It parts the worst of the steam too. Now I can finally see. The woman sitting in the hot springs is none other than Hifumi, of course. I think it was obvious from the start. So, at least that was all I had for Sakura Succubus 2 this time then. So hit like and subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye!